Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Installment of Scott Selections here for Saturday, June 4th. For again today's play of the day, quick recap of what happened yesterday. We had a loss in baseball with the Blue Jays team total over 5.5 runs at minus 105 on Fox Bet. We decided to fade Chichi Gonzalez, and the fade worked. Toronto scored 3 runs in the first 3 innings, and then Chichi got pulled, and Toronto could not do anything against Minnesota's bullpen. 0 runs in the final 6 innings as they finished with 3. So we were in a good spot. Unfortunately, did not work out and look for a bounce back winner here on Saturday. And for the play of the day, we're going to go to hockey, looking at game 3 of the Western Conference Finals between the Avalanche and the Oilers, taking place at around 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And for this play, we're going to take the Avalanche on the money line at minus 130 on DraftKings. Time recording of 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Couple reasons why I like the Avalanche in this spot. First of all, Colorado has dominated the first 2 games of this series. Colorado has won each of the first 2 games by at least 2 goals. On top of that, the Avalanche have led by at least 4 goals in each of the first 2 games. We know they won 4-0 in game 2. Game 1 was close on the scoreboard. They won 8-6, but a reminder, it was 7-3 before Edmonton ended up having a bit of a comeback there. Seemed like Colorado took its foot off the gas and let Edmonton come back into the game. But when you're up by 4+ goals in each of the first 2 games in the series, I don't exactly think these teams are close in terms of talent and depth, and I do think Colorado should be favored by more than minus 130 as a result. Now, if you want to talk about the goalie matchup here, Colorado also excels in that department because Mike Smith has been awful. He's allowed at least 4 goals in each of the last 3 games. We know that he was great in the first period of game 2, and then he gave up 3 goals on 3 straight shots in the second period, and he was okay in game 2. The offense, of course, didn't help him out, but we've seen him really struggle at times, and Edmonton's defense is pretty underwhelming in the first place. I do think Colorado should have a bunch of chances against Smith once again, and I will take my chances that Smith stops them all because he should give up a decent amount of goals in this matchup. And looking at Colorado, of course, Darcy Kempfer got injured in game 1. You had Francois who filled in game 1, and he did not look great. However, he started game 2, and he had a shutout. So you can make a serious argument that Colorado's backup goalie is better than Mike Smith because he had a shutout in game 2. And I do think as a result, I do have more faith in Francois over Smith. So I guess the one question I'll ask for all of you at home, what area does Edmonton have an advantage in? Of course, they have McDavid and Draisaitl, who might be the 2 best players on the ice. You can argue McKinnon, but bear with me. Besides that, what exactly do they have? They have a great power play. I will acknowledge that. I guess that's the one area. But Colorado has, right now, the better offense in the series, the better defense in the series, and the better goalie in this series. So I really don't think these teams are very close. And if you want to look at the head-to-head, they really have not been close. Colorado has won 4 of the 5 meetings up to this point. So Colorado has really shown that it's the far superior team, both in the playoffs and the regular season. And I expect that to happen once again on Saturday. Plus, if you want to go through some trends, the favorite is 7-0 in the last 7 meetings. And Colorado being a road favorite, I know might scare some people because of the fact that Edmonton's in a must-win game and they're at home. We know hockey home ice advantage does not typically matter as much as it does in other sports, but Edmonton, even though they're in front of the home crowd, has really just been outmatched. And I do think Colorado will do whatever it can to try to open up a commanding 3-0 lead. And even if Edmonton plays well, there's still a chance that Colorado could win because Mike Smith is in net for Edmonton. So at the end of the day, minus 130 seems a bit short. You can shop around. It's mostly available at around minus 135, minus 138. I expect more Colorado money to come in before puck drop, but minus 130 with the far superior team, I'm going to take it. It's the play that once again here for Saturday, June 4th. It's going to be on the Avalanche money line at minus 130 on DraftKings. Bye, everyone.